Hi, I'm Jamie Black, your Bathtub Philosopher. Recently I've become aware of a young girl who's been traveling around the country talking to high school kids about abstaining from sex. A very noble gesture. However, she's traveling around in a vehicle known as the virginity van. The virginity van? Now, there are several things wrong with this scenario. First of all, why is she traveling around in a van? I mean, vans and teenagers do not mix. I think we learned that lesson from the 60s. She should be traveling around in a Yugo or some other vehicle that doesn't suggest a place for teenagers to have sex. Why can't she borrow the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and slap a giant condom on it? Because really, who wants to have sex with a condom? Secondly, the name, Virginity Van. You couldn't call it the Virtue Vehicle or Abstinence Automobile or maybe the Cherry Chassis. And finally, you can't use hot guys or pretty girls to talk to teenagers about not having sex. All they see is hot guy or pretty girl and all they hear is sex. And they got their own van. No, you've got to use ugly teenagers to talk to teens about not having sex. Because all God's children have a purpose. They can remind their audience that it was two people's DNA that put them together. And the same thing could happen to those kids. Because really, who wants an ugly baby? All I'm saying is you got to be careful when you're talking to teenagers about not having sex. You can't just put a cute girl in a van and have her go around talking to teenagers about sex. Because at one of these schools, she's going to run into a hot guy who's going to be absolutely dreamy to her, and her legs are going to get weak, and then they're eventually just going to fly open. But you won't have that problem with ugly teenagers. And if that don't work, well, I guess we'd have to refer to a higher power. Maybe we can talk to him about making sex not feel so damn good. For teenagers. Just for teenagers. I'm Jamie Black, your Bathtub Philosopher.